So what does it feel like not to have to worry about money? When I didn't worry about it anymore, there was a much bigger feeling of, gratitude and relief, etc. Now though, I don't feel anything about it. I'm just looking to the next project, looking to something that I'm working on. I don't even think about the fact that I ever used to worry about it. I mean, my father, half Greek, half Italian, was born in Egypt because his parents went out there to teach. In order to earn some money, my father actually went to Germany. And he didn't speak the language. He had to speak the language, learn. And he was a waiter, and worrying about money was definitely something that he did. It's not something that I've had to do a lot. There was a time when I was on my brother's floor, sleeping for 6 months on a sleeping bag, but was I worried about it? I mean, I can't say I was really worried about it. Look, the point is that you've heard of Abraham Maslow, right? He was in the 1940s, he was a psychologist who described Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And if the lower ones are met, those are the ones that you will do anything for. So food, water, and then having a roof over your head. If you don't have those, there's a real problem. That's more than worry. That's a crisis. I've always had those. Even when I was sleeping on my brother's floor, I still had a roof over my... Yes, I didn't have a bed, but I still had a roof over my head. I still had food and water, especially water. So it's interesting. So there's different levels. But one thing for sure is that if you are spending energy worrying about something, then it's taking away from the energy on what you should be focusing on. That's the challenge. And so focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want is a better use of your time. It's easier said than done, of course. But now, I mean, the situation is, as I think I've said before, my mentor T. Harv Eker taught me the jar system. And one of the jars is there's a give jar for charity, there's a financial freedom account jar, there's all these jars. But one of them is your fun jar. And that is everything, or a percentage of what you earn, you're supposed to spend in order to love life, in order to have the best of life, in order to experience, the best hotels, the best... You don't spend all your money on it, but a certain percentage that you do, so that you can live. I just can't spend that money. It's not that it's necessarily too much money, I've never been a spender. I've been a saver who invests and grows their money. So my mindset, when I say 80% of success is mindset, it really is, because I can't spend that money. Like, I remember once walking into an airport, going up to the duty-free person and just saying, look, I have to spend £1,000 right now. Please, can you help me? They were like, who is this weirdo, right? But they were like, well, what about this? And I didn't want any of it, really, because I just don't want any of it. I don't want anything. I've got my basis. Like, people talk about my car. Why don't I get a new car? What for? My black Mercedes coupe that I talk about quite a bit, right? Yeah, is an example of selling short. I've had it for how many years? Over 11 years? I thought it was like 5 years. To me, it looks brand new. It works really well. So I just can't spend the money. I don't need anything. I don't know. It's a mindset thing. Apart from the basic needs, what more does one need? We live in a society where it's throw away this, throw away that, throw away that. There's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. You should have a look at that. Most millionaires don't have yachts. They don't go and party every single day. Most are married with 2.5 children, with a dog, and, spiritual, religious. They work extremely hard, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, give to charity, they give employment. They don't spend any money. They love... I love this, I have to tell you. If I can get a discount on something, if I feel like I've got a good deal on something, I love that. I could afford to pay full price, but why should I? Look, I believe that I had to work for my money, so I know the value of money. I see people, especially children of people who have money, they're spending money left, right, and center. Some people don't even have the money and they're spending it because they don't really understand the value of money. They haven't had to work for it. I've had to work for it. I'm not quite that person who, when I give somebody a £5 bill, and they get hold of it, I kind of like, I don't want to, I'm not that kind of a person, but I know the value of money, so I'm not going around spending my money left, right, and center. I would rather do some good with it, build it up, and do something with it, like an institute or a foundation, and I'm going to set it up in a way where it makes money so that it can keep giving money. So the money that I give there, that's not going to be spent, so there's nothing left, and then it finishes. But it's going to keep making money, and it's that money that's going to go to charity. But that pot stays and stays and stays. So what does it feel, not having to worry about money? I mean, I guess it feels amazing. I really don't think about it. But do I feel sorry for the people that have to worry about it? Absolutely, and I'd love to help out. I would love to help them.